Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are getting back to The Bear. This is season 3, episode 5. And I've got some concerns about this restaurant panning out. Everything's looking good on the surface, but I got my concerns.
I'm questioning Carmy's ability as a leader. And I think at this point, he needs to show me that he can take that role on. Otherwise, just let Sydney and Sugar and Richie and Jimmy and Tina and Marcus and basically everybody but you run the kitchen, and you can just focus on making tasty
Cut
food.
some onions.
Well, I don't know how well that would work because we've seen Sid and everyone else kind of falter under some pressure too. But either way, I'm enjoying the hell out of this series. Looking forward to seeing what we get in this episode. Let's go!
What, Carmy just yelling F-bombs at everybody?
What kind of music is this?
Was Godzilla going to come into church?
I kind of dig it. You're setting the tone early.
Absolutely. Oh, that's the worst.
Oh, we're going to get a whole episode just about Sugar and the baby, maybe?
Oh, yeah, she's thinking about a lot, too. I know we're mainly getting Carmy's point of view, but it's nice to see where Sugar's head's at a little bit, too.
Yeah.
And
she's been just kind of
added with pregnancy. It's just
thrown into this. Absolutely.
Oh, it's good. I'll do it. I got it. I got it.
It was on the list.
It was. Break down the boxes. Oh, Marcus. Moving out all the stuff.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do all this stuff.
Is there anything you think you'd want to keep? You just gotta donate it.
That's it. Donate it. Let somebody else be the beneficiary. And
Thanks again for helping.
Yeah, of course.
I just want to say I'm really sorry. I made things weird, and I'm sorry about that.
Did you talk to your dad yet, or?
Oh.
No, he never really helped with anything. Never really helped her.
Like with her illness, or?
Nothing, anything at all. I don't really know him, and sometimes it makes me feel bad
Why?
because I never wanted to know him.
Ouch.
It's scary relying on a person.
You rely on your dad?
He's always like 10 minutes early to everything.
Yeah, you're always 10 minutes early.
Well, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I'm related to him, so. I've tried before to be late, like actively, and I don't know what happens. I end up coming earlier. And we are both members of an elite club, Dead Mom Club. Welcome. Have you not gotten your membership in the mail yet?
Maybe it's coming today. I don't know.
We meet in the dankest church basement possible, just that we can find.
Reminds me of Carmy and Claire just kind of talking about nonsense to get through something.
Yeah. Well, no,
She would have loved it.
I mean, not nonsense, but over the top with what happened.
I can just tell.
she's helping him get through a moment. Now they're both kind of in that same moment. Hey, I lost, like she said, Dead Moms Club. Everyone's greeting is just a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, car.
He's got a bunch of them in there.
Oh, there goes another couple hundred. No wonder why costs are so high.
11,000 in butter, guys.
Yep.
Carmy wanted the good butter.
He's not going to the wedding, is he?
Whoa.
She's closing. And hers was like top-notch peak. They got everything working against them.
Funeral dinner next week.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, see, how funny is that they're working in the sign that
Every
got
second
introduced
counts. Yeah. Oh, she's retiring, so not necessarily closing it because of financials.
It's at the death of fine dining as we know it.
Come on. Where'd he go?
No.
Okay, stop. Now, back to the right.
We've gone back to the right a couple times.
Okay, now Jagover's on the right and the glass is on the left, so just move it to the right, please.
We've been on this class for 15 minutes, Richie.
Photograph's gonna last a lot longer than that, Neil Jeff. Photograph's gonna last a lot longer than 15 minutes, so just move it to the right, please.
He's
Good
got
point.
a point. You can only do it once.
Photographer's here in 40 minutes, everyone. Ted, how we looking?
Not good, actually. I got one machine. It's gonna take me a second.
Buff fast.
I'm buffing fast.
Stop thinking about eating.
I'm not thinking about.
You are? I'm begging you. Please do not f me on this.
I don't want to you on this.
Shift Terry. Foam?
That's a Bernays.
No, it's cool. It's like 2014 or something. It's good.
It's good.
It's excellent.
Yo.
But
Chef.
It's excellent, but
it's fancy.
you mean dusty? Yeah, no, sorry, I should have thought of that.
It's thought of. It's positive for tonight.
It's cool that they show that he's not even getting it on the first try, you know, considering how they've shown how well he is with everything.
Terry had a pretty incredible run, though.
Yeah.
When you were there, that is special.
I don't know. I think I was always too busy to
Take it in.
At least you got to be part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost feel like Carmy's at a crossroads with the restaurant.
Well, I'd be
It's
a
like
little worried seeing that too, right?
Yeah, well, and granted, she retired, but maybe she saw that it's a good time to pull the pin on it.
If you're retiring from a restaurant, wouldn't you just try to sell it, let somebody else take it over?
Yeah, something we'll have to go back and read.
Yeah, I have to see.
Okay.
You're not having a baby right now, are you?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Can I get you something?
No, I'm fine. No, I think it's just lightning crotch.
Just looking through Carm's old notes.
He would never show me that. New project?
I don't know. I was driving to work the other day and I saw this flower, a violet.
Yeah, the state flower of Illinois.
How do you know that?
Pete, he loves flowers.
Pete!
No, my mom loved violets, and I think I saw this one because it was white. It made it stand out.
I think that sounds really beautiful.
Once again, my best friends. Carmy, #1 with a bullet.
Yep.
#2, Big Neil, always there for us.
Always.
Big Neil.
How about #4?
#4?
Me.
I don't think so.
Why?
What did you do when I was 6?
I taped you in a cardboard box. I wouldn't let you out.
I'm still afraid of boxes. You know I'm afraid of being in boxes.
I know. I know. That's
You can't put me in a box.
I won't.
Tina rolling in with
Yeah.
farmer's market.
Well, remember that story from the farmer's market? They'd have to go all these different places now.
What happened?
They don't got much.
There you go.
Market's dead.
Market's dead, and Terry's closing.
T, you might run an inventory real quick?
Yeah, sure.
You know what we should be doing.
Produce vendor. You don't have to say it.
Yeah, I didn't say it then. I didn't say anything. Say something?
That I'm jamming us up because we have a new menu every day and the economics aren't great.
Well, I'm an accomplice.
Yeah, there is that.
Uh-oh.
I got that. Start new menu, please, chef.
Yep.
Don't worry, I got you.
No, it's okay, chef. I got it.
I got you.
Oh, his hands.
Yeah.
This up.
No, chef. I just didn't put the trays all the way in. My fault.
Okay, so Carmy's starting to
Question himself a
recognize it a little bit.
Before service?
Dramatic.
No, not even close. Beautiful, elegant, perfect.
Right before service, how'd she break the news?
Is she like,
I felt like she woke up and just didn't want to do it anymore.
Oh, didn't go through with the wedding?
Think she's depressed?
Oh, I think she's great.
you ever think about like how all the good shit is gone?
I think about how to keep good things around.
How much longer are you guys open?
Last service next week, then the funeral.
No.
You know what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I don't think it's really sunk in yet. I know Garrett's really upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, only the 4.
Send my love.
Sending some.
How's the bear?
Some chemistry here.
Bear.
Yeah, aren't they all?
A little chemistry with Richie now.
Those two would be a great match.
Was that Brussels sprouts?
Look at Marcus go.
What is he making?
You want to try?
Yes.
See, this is nice. We get to see everyone help each other, learn.
It's a little bit more calmer environment.
Ah.
All right, we're going to get crazy now. It's been too easy.
Richie, there are boxes out back for you.
Oh, excellent.
Break them down.
It was on the non-negotiable.
Chef Terry's closing the restaurant.
How do you feel?
Like, I'm etch-a-sketched. I thought it would be there forever.
Most things aren't.
Yeah.
Ebon needs help.
What do we do?
Bring in Chris, Chucky, pay him from the beef.
Deal.
Yeah? Thought for sure that would be a fight.
Oh, look at that.
The old school sandwiches.
Did you call Mom?
Did you call Claire?
Do we have a list of non-negotiables here at the studio? Fucking non-negotiables.
I think we might.
Picture perfect, chef.
Yeah?
Almost fully stocked, chef. Just got to grab the last few bottles from downstairs.
Thank you, Gary. Ted, we close?
Yeah, back up walking in, chef.
Fact, what are you doing with your hands?
No idea, chef. Just kind of workshopping some stuff.
Ew.
Hey.
What?
That's the brother. Dude, this guy's showing up in everything.
I said no such shit.
You did.
No, I know where they were. No, they're not where they were. Say the password.
No.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
No.
well, now I gotta haunt you.
You're not gonna fucking haunt me. I'm at work right now.
What is haunting?
He's a fac?
He's adopted.
I can't believe we got Cena.
Yes!
Marshall, they call him the computer.
Hello, Mr. Marshall.
Computer.
Nice to meet you, computer.
That's what they kept saying. You have a sugar.
Hey, just say the password.
Okay.
Stop saying that. You're scaring us.
All he's gonna do is say the password. By the way, Bear, this place is looking sick. Used to be a real shithole.
What are you doing here?
Oh, these lemonheads need more horsepower, so they call it a horse.
Computer, hey, Bear, let's get this over with, yeah?
Gladly. Ladies and germs, we have run some analytics. Is that Sammy Frankout?
Yeah, he's buffing the floors.
He buff floors now, too? Buff floors now, yeah. Love it.
Love a guy who called that back.
I did. No, you didn't. Yeah, I did. Absolutely not. Might have. You could never. You? I never thought of it. You poop in Dad's bathroom? You did. You did. You know it's the best one.
Best.
Computer enhance.
All right, what's up?
Straight buff.
Sick. Burnish?
Burnish.
Sick. Area secure?
Safely swept and mopped.
Sick. Fresh paddling ball?
Straight out of the oven.
Dude, we have like hit the accelerator now with these cuts.
Neil, eat the dust of the Swiffer?
Back and
Facts.
forth.
Attack!
And remember, when you get to the numbers, say them real slow.
Passive aggressive.
Aggressive, aggressive.
All the peanut butter sandwiches had shrooms in them. I was booming. Scared, a little excited. Very much the way Ted's probably right now. I know what it's like to be haunted.
The f is that?
John's having a smoke.
Gotta be out of your mind doing that.
I was gonna. Why are they smoking?
More, G, put that shit out.
Why is the R&D cost so high?
Menu development.
Maybe we develop a little less.
Why don't you just tell us to do everything a little bit less? We can skip this and get back to work.
Hey, Bear, do me a favor. Just, come over here with me.
I see you. You should know better. Put it out.
Yeah, don't
Guys,
smoke.
come on.
You don't smoke
Got a
it.
photo shoot.
Respect.
Yeah, respect.
Respect Cena.
I have Mas Queso invested in this popsicle stand, but I'd like to start getting some of it back as soon as humanly possible. 2, if you were operating as well as you think you're operating, wouldn't have to drag a fucking robot in here to teach you how to operate better. You ever talk to me that way again, I'll drop you right to the fucking ground.
He's going to crown you.
I didn't tell you to be an asshole.
Oh.
Well, look at that.
Yes. It's reality.
These are gigs.
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 You're a fucking asshole.
Except I'm not, Richie.
Except you are.
Except I'm not.
Haunt is f***ing ass.
Chef.
Yeah, chef.
Why do you have a phone?
Oh, is that a shot?
I don't understand.
You giving me shit for not calling people back?
I'm giving you shit for having a phone. You don't take reservations over the phone. What's the point of paying someone to answer the phone just to say you don't take reservations?
Well,
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, I make sense.
What?
It's a charge.
It's a plate that sits at the table before guests
I
arrive.
called a charger?
I don't know. I didn't invent it. There's nothing to get.
So
Just
it's a plate that nobody eats off of, and then you still have to wash it anyway.
Yes.
No, that shit. No charger.
Out of here.
Gone.
Oh, yeah. What happened now?
Probably have lung cancer.
I have terms of service per night. You should open a 6-day. Dude.
6th day.
Oh.
Hey, lint doesn't get in your pants.
Correct.
Understood?
Okay, so he was good with the black napkins.
Yeah.
They're the one thing so far.
Understood.
What lens you working with there? A little 75?
This is a 28. Yeah, you a photographer or?
Filmmaker, actually.
Oh, what kind of films do you make?
Children's birthday party.
Can you f***ing not?
Oh,
Can you please stop on here? Please. All right, fine. Thank you.
Oh, they don't tell me. I just show up and shoot.
It's okay. I won't tell anybody. What?
They don't tell me. It's above my pay grade.
Hey, what's it say?
Yeah, what does the review say?
Yeah.
oh gosh.
Oh.
Nice espresso machine right back in. Yeah. Right next to the office. Nice nature.
It's like these guys are going to explode any minute.
I mean, maybe it's the napkin or it's.
Is it there? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Try that one more time.
All right, let's shoot.
You said you were done haunting me, bro. You know, Jeff, you died. I'm scared, Bill. Stop. I'm haunted. Because. Fine. This iridescent.
Password accepted. I love you.
Love you too.
Okay.
It's all it took.
Well, you know, the brothers. You guys got brothers. You know those, right?
A little bit more. More.
Need you all the way out.
Again. More. More.
I like how it's going off screen.
One more step. Okay, great.
Can you ask them to prep the dish?
What dish?
They listed a duck dish, something he mentions in the review.
Oh.
So they tell me what dish
Don't
is.
me.
They tell me what dish.
Don't you?
I would never. I'm gonna make you guys look good. You smell cigarettes?
What'd you say?
Smells like cigarettes in here. You guys might
Yeah,
want.
because we're huffing darts.
Huffing darts.
You can make your own ketchup.
I mean, it's gross anyway.
Making your own ketchup?
Duck dish that we probably only made once for the photographer. He wants to showcase it.
Richard.
No, Nicholas, no.
Sorry, what duck dish?
Oh, hey, computer.
Sammy boy.
Hey, Unc. Sammy. What's going on?
No, not you. I don't know you.
I'm Sammy.
Okay, I'm Sydney.
Well,
Well,
John is throwing everything off.
We did like 6 different versions of it. Do you remember?
do you see why that's a problem?
Well, you don't remember either.
Exactly. Do you remember?
classic.
Wait,
Fuck a duck.
who are we gonna send?
Everybody's back here doing prep, and the facts are buffing, and I do not trust them to make that a solo job. You wouldn't.
No animals in my car.
Right. There's no one else to send. I mean,
Other than
You're gonna
Sammy.
send Big Match John.
What? Oh, you want me to go grab a duck? What kind of duck? Freshwater? I saw one at the park. Should I get a
No,
trash bag
no.
from Neil?
Not literally take out a duck.
This is the episode I needed. Yeah.
What's up, computer?
Pastry chef.
What about him?
I mean, he makes 2 things. That makes him too expensive.
What?
Oh.
What do you want me to do about it?
Do you need a pastry chef?
Oh my God.
Cut him loose.
I've known you for 35 years. You coached Mikey's Little League team. You're nice to Pete. If you with Marcus, I will murder you.
Way to go, Sugar. Denied.
Not getting rid of Marcus.
Ah, wow. I'm glad she didn't even hesitate.
Yeah. Nope. That was a non-negotiable.
You excited?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Don't rub it in everyone's face or nothing.
I'm excited.
Wow.
Carm have a stick up his ass today or what? I mean, like a bigger stick than usual? Like a giant fucking redwood tree?
This episode's fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of think it's my fault.
How?
I just wish I'd done more, help them all out.
The kids?
Yeah, when they were younger.
You're helping him now.
Well, you're doing a lot now.
What did you mean?
You're here.
This is like the
There you go, Sid.
heartfelt comedy episode here.
Do me a favor, kid. Next time you get 15 seconds, press a fucking button.
Your auto sign.
She's hesitating on signing that. Still showing up to work, though, so that's a plus. And yeah, that face says it all there, too. just scared, not knowing what's going to happen. Got John Cena in this. He's a fact. What?
Probably adopted.
The amount of wrestling that we have in this episode. Cena, we got Jeremy, Iron Claw, we got Jimmy King. Oh, wow. Way to go, Bear. Ooh.
Ooh. Is that a young Carmy or a young Mikey?
I think that's a young Carmy with
a hair color. I'd say probably Carmy.
Yeah. Oh, there's your episode.
That went by so fast.
It was almost unfair bringing John Cena in here because for me,
we're biased, folks.
It just derailed everything in a good way because when John was there, he just like sucked all the air out of the room, and it was just like I could only focus on him. So it was like, oh, it's going to be the John Cena episode here. Again, I'm a little biased, being a fan of his work in the world of wrestling. But all that aside, what I thought was kind of big about this episode was Carmy seeing other restaurants close. Now, there's been a bunch of them and a bunch of these high-end restaurants that have closed. And what I was kind of wondering, and I don't know if they maybe touched on this episode, maybe you guys felt that way, but like, is Carmy and company like fighting a losing battle, trying to put something out there that the public just doesn't want? Like, does the public just want McDonald's? And he's trying to like push uphill in, the economy the way it was coming out of the disease and everything when this takes place. Like, and they even had it in the article, is fine dining done? I mean, is that something that people just don't do anymore? Because A, they don't think it's worth it. B, they don't really maybe have the money for it. C, they're just not into it. Food maybe doesn't do anything for them. And I know that we talked a lot about that on previous episodes, how this kind of opened our eyes to that level of restaurant and cooking. But, that was kind of the thing that I got out of it. Like this, the sandwiches are what's making the money and paying the bills. And it's very simple. And it's the hot beef sandwich that they're known for. And that's what's doing it. It's like, do you just give the people what they want and realize that maybe what you're trying to push, there's not a time and a place for it right now anyway. So I found that really interesting, and it really kind of like everything they're doing. They had the computer breaking down the budget, and again, Marcus, this guy makes two things. Do you really need him around? I mean, they're really pushing hard to cut to the bone of things, and our numbers guys, Jimmy and computer, are kind of bringing our crew kicking and screaming into the world of reality and the way things are in the financial aspect of things. So yeah, I mean, for me, this was an interesting episode with all that happening, and then just almost a pure comedy episode, which I didn't see coming. We were 3 seasons in, 3.5 seasons in, and we haven't had an episode like this at all. So it was fun. It was a much needed break. It felt good to laugh a little bit. And like I said, once John Cena showed up, it was just like, okay, this is going to be the funny episode, I suppose.
Well, to your thing about McDonald's or whatever you said there.
Yeah.
It's highlighting again here, and they did say it in the episode, 5 to 6 week wait list. So
three Michelin stars Terry's restaurant.
Yeah,
had.
for 5. What was that? 3 for its 5th straight year, carrying 3-star, which we've been learning from all of you is the top of the hill.
Yeah,
and I just find that fascinating. Of course, because she's calling it quits. That it coincides with, like the article said, closing her spot down.
And that's
just wild. Wouldn't there be? Maybe we're going to get answers, but in my head right now, it's kind of going through like, okay, isn't there a successor for her? Like she could just walk away and say, hey, you can take
that.
Run.
That's kind of the curious thing that, and I don't know if they're doing it in the interest of kind of being dramatic for the show. Like it's obviously a much heavier subject matter for the show if they're just like, it's closing, right? And you would think, and again, elite restaurants are often unsustainable, intense workplaces. The industry around it is in need of change.
Right there you go.
Yeah.
So what was that last
I don't
one?
know. That
Said
was-
elite.
that was
Oh,
quick.
it's just okay. So they're all
there's-
just quick hits. So,
You know, a 5 to 6 week wait list doesn't mean anything if you're not
I
making
think-
money.
And again, I'm wondering if it isn't just to kind of, make Carmy and their crew think about like, okay, well, if this was the, fine dining restaurant to eat at and she's closing, God, what chance do we stand doing what we're doing? But again, it is interesting. And I know nothing about the restaurant business, and I've seen a ton of restaurants come and go here in the area that we live in.
College Ave, it's a new one every week.
And sometimes it's, it's like, oh, new owners are taking over. It's going to change names, new owners. It's going to continue as is. But for a restaurant that's, continually having a wait list, I find it curious that there's just not a new owner or something like that. So in any regard, as far as what you're saying, I mean, that's, whether this is what people want or not. I mean, that's a lot deeper conversation about, the current economy and dining trends and just people going out to eat in general. I mean, there's in the last, even after things started like rebounding from the pandemic, when we were kind of really, kind of back in the swing of things, we still have, restaurants closing. It's just a very difficult business to be in. And so, again, I think we could dive deep into the commentary about that and the reasons why. But as far as the episode goes, I mean, the facts were like the stars of this episode. And of course, as with Mason Quinn, I'm incredibly partial to John Cena, huge fan of his in the wrestling ring. And I, obviously his acting has come a long way since the Marine. And wrestling ring and movies aside, I think, John has like doubled he's done more Make-A-Wishes than the rest of like every sports celebrity combined. He's a phenomenal human being who used his celebrity for more good than most people do in 100 lifetimes. So I love John. And so to see him in here was great. We saw a much lighter version of Carmy. It's like, he was kind of just chill, a little bit frustrated with the breaking down of the boxes, which anybody who's worked in bars or restaurants knows that can be a very sensitive subject. Having the computer come in and I thought that was cool because it's like, okay, we've kind of been, Jimmy kind of was just cutting checks as we were getting this place ready to open. And like, as you're getting on your feet, trying to figure out the menu, trying to figure out who's fits in where, it's kind of like, okay, let's get our feet under us. Now our feet are under us. Let's figure out what's going on with the budget. And I think, Carmy has this idea in his head of what he wants this restaurant to really be. And he wants other people to appreciate it in the same manner that he does, which I think is the problem. He knows what sort of experience he wants to provide to people, and he wants people to appreciate that. And he's got a certain way that he wants to do it. But unless you really want to jack up the prices to justify it, it's that balancing act,
Who is he catering to?
They're going to a farmer's market and getting everything fresh instead of a produce vendor. They're making their own ketchup for the beef. They're having charger plates, which I've never even heard of, but from a practicality standpoint, you're having dishwashers wash plates that never get used. You just put them as placeholders, and then they get taken away when people come out. I'm a very practical person. I appreciate a nice meal, and I've had some great dining experiences. But I'm practical enough to where like that wouldn't bother me. There's not a plate on the table when I come out,
right?
But it's a complete.
We're not handing out Michelin stars though.
No,
that's what Carmy's going for.
Right, that's what he's going for. But at the same time, it's like you have to be able to keep your head above water. And when you want to do all these things and it's just not adding up, it's like, well, that's great, but you're not the money person. Jimmy's the money person.
Yep.
And he wants to see a profit. So I thought that was really cool having the computer come in. He seemed like a very level-headed guy, which was nice. He wasn't, swearing and dropping F-bombs and you guys can't afford to do, he was just cool. If, obviously knows the family for a very long time. I thought that was cool. So, this is a good episode. I liked that Jimmy kind of told Carmy, like, you got to chill a little bit, don't talk to me like that, because Carmy's used to kind of just yelling at people, and it's like you have to be able to keep, your emotions in check when you're working with people. It was interesting, one of the headlines that just came up was talking about, in the world of fine dining, how intense of a restaurant situation that is. It's no secret that finding good help is very difficult right now. And if you're somebody who is talented at what you do and you show up to work and have people yelling at you and saying degrading things to you, that's just bad for your mental health, your physical health, and not a work environment that people should be around. And I'm not in the restaurant industry, but I'm sure a good product can be managed without it being a toxic environment. And so, I'm hoping moving forward we can have that. But, I know some people have commented that it can kind of be representative of some of the things that people see sometimes. And it's like, well, you got to have somebody to come in and break the culture and say this isn't acceptable. But a great episode. Some much needed levity. I just feel like now the next episode we're going to back to it. We did obviously see Sugar, not taking call from Mom. Carmy at the end, see pictures from Mom. So I'm wondering if next episode we're gonna have a little bit of that family drama back in the picture. But for this one, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, with this one. Fun to see John Cena in there. Was not expecting that. Again, said multiple times in the reaction, can't believe he's a fac. Their dialogue between each other, I got to imagine there was probably some lines and then just said, hey, let it rip between you guys. I got to imagine that's what happened in there because that seemed way too ad-libbed, we'll say, and fun to be too scripted, but maybe it was scripted and they just stuck to it. Either way.
Over SD cards. Great. That was the fun
thing. Yeah, over SD cards and the password
SD
and everything.
card.
I'm going to haunt you. That stuff was great. Of course, the shock, Chef Terry wanting to retire, but then close down the place. Again, my headspace is just kind of wondering, did she not deem someone enough to be a successor to her to keep ever going? Maybe we'll get that answer like I was saying down the road there. As far as Sid and Jimmy having that conversation, I thought that was good because Jimmy had a point to her to make sure, hey, let's get that paperwork done. But then him opening up a little bit to Sid saying, I wish I could have been there more, paraphrasing how Harvey said that, wishing I could have been there more for them. And she brought up, well, you're doing it. You're here now. You're here now. So I thought that was very important for Jimmy to get that brought up immediately to him. How did you?
Yeah, well, it seemed like he was almost having doubts. Like, I bought him a restaurant. Like, this is a great idea.
We got to keep in mind, though, he was saying, and he highlights almost every single time he's with this crew, like, hey, I've spent a fortune, and I'm not seeing anything back. And he highlighted it again here. I need to start seeing a little something.
Yeah, well, and I think that just comes down to the financial aspect of everything we were talking about. But I said that I saw parallels between the Marcus and Sydney conversation with the Carmy and Claire dialogue with the two conversations they had. Or did you see the kind of the similarities with those two, or am I just reaching on that? How they were kind of talking about something serious but joking around with it a little bit, and they both kind of had their back and forth with joking around about it.
You said Sugar and Marcus?
No, with Marcus and Sid when they're sitting on the steps, talking about like the Dead Moms Club or whatever.
Well, to me, it was just a way for them.
Kind of a coping mechanism.
Helping.
Using humor to cope.
Yeah, and I mean, I think there's a clip going around right now that's actually flying off in this moment of Conan and Will Arnett when Will Arnett was on. And it was right when Conan lost his dad and then lost his mom 2 days later. Very unexpected from what I understand. Could be wrong. But Arnett texted Conan to say, and Conan went dark with it.
Yeah.
Will text Arnett, or Arnett text Conan saying, sorry about your loss. And then Conan goes back and says, it was Bateman. Bateman killed my dad. And then... the clip is out there. It was hilarious because the way that Will is delivering it and watching Conan laugh was fantastic. Then 2 days later, mom dies. Will Arnett sent him something saying, sorry, or Bateman said something. Text Conan saying, Arnett says you're on to me, and then Conan texts back saying, do yourself a favor and turn yourself in. And then mom dies, you know, Arnett text Conan saying, Bateman would like to know your sister's address. And then a day and a half later, Conan gave an address saying, tell Bateman to make it look like a robbery. And that's, you know, the darkness that they're getting. You guys know the clip. I'm just explaining it to them. So some people deal with it in many different ways, like we were saying with the grieving process and whatnot. So Sid having the comfortability and knowing Marcus enough to do that and knowing that Marcus isn't going to take it anything other than what she was trying to do, I think says a lot for their relationship. And I know he tried to apologize for asking the date, and she, you know, he just keeps brushing it under the rug, but maybe we'll get to it at some point here. I'm not 100% positive. And maybe that was it. Maybe just on the stairs, her, you know, we don't need to talk about it. Him trying one more time.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the last we'll see of it. I don't know. I don't feel like there was a total good closure on there, but sometimes that's how life goes. You don't get a good closure on, hey, I'm just trying to make it cool here, make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah. We still got to work together. So
we still got to work together.
The thing I like too, for the viewer's standpoint, it let us know where Marcus's headspace was because, you know, Sydney was able to make that joke where if you make that joke a little too early in the process, it's kind of like, whoa, what the hell? It lets us know where he's at.
It made you feel like Marcus was, you know, he was okay with things as much as a person can be in that situation. And he was kind of, you know, ready to return to work, and he was going to be okay, you know, interacting with his coworkers, because everybody handles things like that different. And, you know, depending on the circumstances, you know, Marcus was obviously in a situation here where he had, you know, time to prepare. Not that it makes it easier always, but, you know, obviously, you know, knowing that this day is coming, you know, being able to say your goodbyes, kind of prepare yourself as much as you can. Versus, you know, kind of sudden type things. I think, you know, everybody's going to handle things differently, but I think that was kind of the message with the show. It was like, okay, he's good to go back to doing what he's doing. And then, of course, the follow-up with Marcus in this episode with Sugar was pretty incredible.
Yeah.
I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, I'm glad Sugar didn't even hesitate when it came to computer saying, do you really need someone who does 2 pastries? Or can you find someone a little less expensive? So I'm glad they're sticking to their guns on that.
Yeah. Well, they're going to be bringing on more help. They're bringing on 2 guys to help
pay him in beef.
Yeah.
There was a little side skirting there, but they are bringing in help for Ibra.
Yep.
And I'm glad Carmy in this episode is starting to take the steps forward of kind of, you know, he said to Ibra, "Am I fucking this up?" And then to Sid, he's actually calling shit out before Sid is, you know, relaying it to Carmy. So Carmy is well aware of the situation of most things, I would like to say. I think he's trying to dial it back in, and I think I hope this is maybe starting to be a turning point for Carmy of understanding certain aspects of maybe what he can be changing now to better himself and better their team, because Carmy's still got a lot of shit going on. They highlight that, and now they just highlighted it again with Jamie Dee at the end of the episode here, right? So I'm wonder, and they brought it up to Sugar and him when, did you call Claire or did you call Mom?
Yeah.
So there's still lingering things there, and opening night, Mom left.
Yeah, and Sugar let that one go to voicemail too.
Well, yeah. So
and only Pete knows.
Only Pete knows. So this is going to get wild here. Of course, I loved Richie in this one, telling basically computer, not now, because it was whatever he said there.
Get ready.
And Richie was crushing it as usual in here. So again, Cena having it in here. I'm biased. We're biased. So it was fun. Probably one of the better episodes of the series, in my opinion. So I'm hoping we get to see more. And I love how John was taking it literally like, well, I can get a trash bag.
Get a real duck.
Get a real duck.
Comes in there, thing's flapping its arms.
Yeah, like we'll get a live duck and then just go. So great stuff. Great stuff.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to take this moment to enjoy this episode because it's probably the last comedic episode we're going to get in the series, but who knows? They could surprise us. We'll find out on the next one. So for Diamond Dave Damone, that's the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. This is Bad Medicine. That was the Bear. We'll see you on the next one.
Nobody still has an alarm clock like that where it's going to flip.
It's like the old Marty McFly alarm clock.
It's like Groundhog Day.
Tina might.
Yeah.
Tina might.
Yeah.
You know, power goes out, you're in big trouble.
I like that. It's analog. Tina's a woman after my own heart. She's got clocks everywhere in her house. See the one behind her?
Oh, meal prep.
24 minutes. Look at that.
Oh.
Oh, her house is going to smell probably fantastic when she gets home from work.
You anxious?
Where have I seen him before?
Never. The good news is I think Dennis is going to get moved up.
Oh, God, he's been in a pretty decent handful of things.
Can move up, man.
Yeah, that's a lot of moving up for $3 more an hour.
I think he was in the show Dexter.
I don't want to lose this place.
We won't.
And we can't. You know, Louis will have to transfer schools, and he only just started making friends.
He'd make new friends.
Maybe. He's kind of...
Do me a favor. Don't panic yet.
You'll tell me when to panic.
I will most certainly tell you when to panic.
Oh, you know, if that was Zenitsu,
oh.
it'd be...
Everything is like a time with Tina. It's like it's always looking at the clock down to the minute.
Every second counts.
Yeah.
Does she have another job?
Yeah, she's working part-time. Or maybe full-time, just double-time.
Wait, what year are we in? Did it say 18?
Oh, maybe this is before she got the job at the Bear.
Tina, can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure. Okay.
We're going to have to let you go.
Trust me, no one wanted it to come to this, but it's the reality of the current climate. You've all been wonderful stewards of the company, and we thank you for your years of service.
Oh, after that conversation this morning. Another clock.
18.
So,
It was November of 2018.
And her whole morning got turned upside down in 4 hours.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, we should have noticed with the hair right away, which we didn't. Her hair's a little shorter now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, jeez.
Oh, did she tell him yet?
I don't think so.
Nope.
Nope.
Louis, dinner's ready. Get your ass in here.
Oh, the emotion now and anger.
You up? Can I tell you something?
Oh, boy.
I lost my job. They cut everyone back.
I'm so sorry, honey.
I'm gonna find another job tomorrow. Everything will be okay.
Well, I think we're getting a Tina episode, gentlemen.
Yep.
Louis, turn that shit off.
Man, so she was never, even in the culinary industry before. She was like a bookkeeper or, something like that.
Oh, folks, didn't she have this hairstyle in 3x1, the first episode of the season, when John was like, what? Look at this, when Carmy sent that picture?
You could just apply on LinkedIn.
This is.
It'll be easier.
Oh, no, the technology.
The ageism.
There's literally no limit to how much you can earn. It all depends on you and how hard you're willing to work. Full disclosure, I made $100,000 last year.
How's it not a pyramid?
And that day, my life changed.
Louis, enough.
Is that anime?
That sounds like it's what he's watching, yeah. Maybe they'll spoil us and show us which one.
We'll definitely keep it on file.
That's a no.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, for 2018, that's not kind of resume that works, really, unfortunately.
Do you think Diego's cousin is handing out any more work? Maybe something for a washed up old lady?
A beautiful young woman.
Man, when you're looking for a job, it can be like the hardest thing in the world. It can really test you.
Okay, but can I leave my resume?
Oh, we're not hiring. Yeah, let me know if you need help, okay?
Okay.
Hey, Tina's really been busting her.
I like working. I like routine.
I get it, baby. I do.
You get to go to work.
Listen to her language. Get to go to work.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know if you were still watching those twins. I worked at Filene's right out of high school, so I know department stores. Oh, no, for sure.
Dude, I love how they're kind of giving us single episodes of some of these folks because they're showing us how much
busting her ass.
Everyone needs the bear to work.
Yeah.
And she's already had a talent, which is what they're showing us.
Right. She's been cooking the whole time without even realizing it.
Do you have references on here?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have your BA?
Oh, no. Yep. The degree.
I'm so sorry. They're actually really strict about that here. They always try to promote from within, so all the new hires have to have degrees.
And that's the problem.
Yep.
But I did this exact job like for 15 years.
No, for sure. Maybe you could try night school. Would definitely help with the job hunt.
That's the problem. I know how to do the job.
Oh, but you don't have a degree to show us that you went to school.
Folks in over in Eastern Europe you can contact about getting a degree very easily.
Oh,
man, I feel for Tina. Kind of been there.
Oh, yeah. Around 2003, fresh out of school, trying to get a job, dude. It was like send out 100 resumes, get one call back if you're lucky.
Did I fail you?
No, baby. No. Remember when we were 20?
Yeah. Was it scary like this?
Yeah.
So they've been together for a long time.
I never want you to worry, baby.
I know, baby.
Good luck.
So how does she find her way to the beef?
I think we're about to find out.
Yeah. Oh, this episode's a little too real for me, giving me flashbacks of back in the day.
Inside, I'm just like crumbling a little bit.
It's like I've had all those situations. I mean, who hasn't been there, folks? Let us know.
It's bad for me, dude. Real bad.
Like the person you're going to hire out of college instead of Tina isn't going to know what to do. Tina will. It's just,
Yep. Remember, Tina, it's just a building.
It's just a building.
Just a building.
I got an email yesterday.
Oh, yeah, maybe. But there's no job. Sorry.
No eye contact.
No.
Well, then you should take that post down, like right away. People can get their hopes up.
This is everything for Tina, and it's nothing for him.
Okay. I'll tell them.
Fake job postings? Who'd do that?
And you know what else you could tell them?
There you go.
Yep.
Oh,
Pretty much.
So wild.
Is this the street?
Is she just going to get some lunch or something, and that's how she finds it? Well, delayed.
35 minutes.
Everything's pushing her towards the beef. It's destiny, not density. Oh, nice tune. Little Beastie Boys.
All right.
And the chaos.
Richie.
What do you want to ask me? You really think I'm handsome? Yeah. You're a perfect 10. All right, let me see. What can I get you?
She digging the vibe?
Black?
Black.
North, Mark the North, ain't you, Mark? Thank
There he is.
Yep.
What's the pain guy? Marty!
Giving your shit away.
Marty!
Here we go, my love.
Oh, here you go.
Okay.
I hope you like it. I'm Richie.
I'm Tina. Thank you, Richard.
Well, look at Richie.
Wow. That was...
Carmy was right. He's always been a people.
Yeah. And
good with people.
And what a day for Tina. To come here and get a sandwich and a coffee.
Like formal dining room, elegant dining room. What did it say?
Number 7, go to McDonald's. Number 7. Out of this place.
Well, remember they had the gaming area.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You be in a power stand,
Right there.
bro.
There it is.
You're gonna clear this level. You're not in a power stand. Yeah, but I got the one.
Fack.
Is that a help with the napkins, or is that like what you're doing today?
Yeah.
Napkins.
Fack and John.
Yeah.
We got a full line out here. What are you doing? You looking right?
God, we got John Cena in the last one. We got Big John right here, too. Oh.
There's no probabilities like gravity, fact, and you cannot negotiate with gravity. Booyaka shot. Come on now.
Tina. Damn.
Ooh.
All-time low.
I didn't say anything. I gave her a free sandwich.
She's really crying.
Yeah, because you're so bad at the game. Yeah, you gotta tell her she's gotta stop crying.
What do I gotta say?
She's gonna scare all the regulars.
What do you want me to say?
She can't be crying in here.
Should I just say that?
She cannot be crying in
Mark,
here.
that little gem of empathy? Yeah, could you be of service and just go help?
Yeah, like she didn't hear any of
You're
that. Oh, gosh.
God, I love Jon Bernthal. He's just the coolest.
I don't know. You look like you were really crying to me.
Yeah, but not like sobbing.
Not sobbing? All right, I'll give you that. You weren't sobbing, but I think you were crying.
What is going on?
I don't know. I'd say like kind of normal, average shitty.
Yeah, I know it.
Can I go first?
Please.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Sit.
Sit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We got this toilet back there.
Here we go.
Thing's possessed. It just keeps exploding. You know, it's like equal parts depressing and disgusting. And like all the floor around it is totally rotting. So that's like, oh, that's a solid number 1. Number 2. We went from a net 45 to a net 30, which just like sucks, you know, because I was about to ask him if we could move to a net 60. Number 3 on just like sort of a general kind of like macro level, we don't have enough people working here. So the people that are here,
there we go.
I don't know, the general vibe just sucks. And yeah, I guess that makes me sad.
Is it number 4?
I can't remember the last time I went to bed. How about you go?
This is great.
Yeah.
Which is problematic. 2, my husband has been waiting for a promotion for years. 3, I lost my job. 4, I've been applying for every job in this city. 5, I'm 46 years old.
Is there a number 6?
I also can't remember the last time I went to bed.
You feel better?
Not really.
You tried, right?
Yeah.
Check that out.
This is from 3x1.
What the hell is that?
Wow.
No idea. No, my baby brother, he's a chef.
Here we go.
It's a family business?
Yeah. My old man, he opened it. He also ran into the ground. He just like, there's a giant stack of unpaid bills. He took one look and he split. You know, he hightailed it, ran for the hills, never came back.
Dude, the way they set that up made it seem like they were already working together.
Yeah.
So, do you like the work?
I don't know. I mean, I like the people.
Yeah, but do you like the work?
I definitely do not like never not be. If you really consider, you know, like the special moments, you know, of your life, like celebrations, good times, you know, cheer, I feel like, you know, they always happen around food.
You believe that?
It's happening today.
So if you could do anything, what would be your dream job?
I remember when I was a kid, I went on this field trip. I don't even remember what it was for.
I don't even remember what it was for.
I had shit to do, you know? I like had people to take care of, and I knew that like, no, like that dream shit, you know, just wasn't gonna happen to me.
Wow, he really opened up to her.
Yeah. And that last look that he gave.
And when I'm applying for all these jobs, it's all kids, right? They look like kids.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, like, maybe I lost that in myself. You know, like I get anxious to pay the rent, like to pay for groceries, like real shit, right? And I was thinking it would be real easy for me to get really angry at these kids, like them kids.
Michael Jordan.
I was waiting for that.
I would give anything to be one of them.
So true.
I'm jealous as
like
I don't need to be inspired. I don't need to be impassioned. I don't need to make magic. I don't need to save the world, you know? I just want to feed my kid.
That's the reality of it right there.
Yep.
Okay. Listen, you might totally throw that sandwich in my face and like have at it, all right? You go home, you smell it, you know, and it's like insane, and there's so much yelling here, but I swear to you, there are days that it is so much fun. Like, it is so much fun.
What are you asking me?
I need a new line cook.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I have an actual resume.
Can't do it with a resume. I'll go clean the toilet with it.
I talked to you.
That was the job interview.
Yeah.
She just did.
Heard you. Shut the up. Did you see that?
It's like that.
Let me go deal with this.
Tina Marrero, by the way.
Hey, Michael Berzado. I appreciated the conversation.
Me too.
Like, yeah. All right,
Thank
enjoy
you,
the
man.
sandwich,
I
okay?
will.
Think about it. I'm right in there.
All right,
Dude,
Michael.
honestly, like, why?
Gosh, can we get a spin-off with Mike?
Oh,
you know?
Only has one. What?
Everything led Tina there. It's wild.
And the sandwich was good. We got to get down there, guys. Gotta try it out.
I just loved it how Tina was like, I don't need a dream job. I need to feed my kid.
Yeah.
You know, and that's such a
It's
different
relatable
mindset you
for-
have when you're younger versus somebody who's a little bit older.
Yeah, relatable on so many levels for so many people. It's like, yeah, look, she's been cooking.
How'd it go?
Great.
Nice.
Good for him for staying positive. Because
he's a rock star.
Both of them could easily.
there it is.
There it is.
Yep.
Both of them could have faulted to. We're so pissed. We're so hurt.
Yep.
Lost all motivation. Wow. So we got Tina's story.
What an episode.
I can't believe that's how they tied in 3x1 with this.
Yeah, and they made it all fit, and we got to see more of Mikey, which is great, and get to see him away from the chaos. Well, I mean, it was chaotic, right? But it wasn't like family chaos that we saw before. So that was so good to see, like, what was the day-to-day like at the beef when Mikey was still alive, and we got to see it through Tina's eyes, which was fantastic. And man, I'm telling you, this story with Tina was so relatable. Like, man, have I been there? I mean, on every level. And here's the wild thing that I noticed, and they highlighted it with Tina. She's trying so hard to get into these places, trying so hard to get these jobs, has her resume done, trying to get it anywhere. And the people that are at the places that she's working at, like, they're not really working or doing anything. They're just kind of there. And it's like Tina's trying so hard to get into these places because she thinks she needs it. But it's like, you wouldn't. That's like, they're not even working. Like, I've had jobs where I've been hired and I'm just like, all right, I'm hired. What are we doing here? I guess I'm just going to sit here for 8 hours and do nothing. True story, by the way. Get yourself the Excel document opened, and sometimes you just sit there for 8 hours. But nonetheless, it's not about me. It's about Tina. So relatable on so many levels. everything that she hit on, from, you know, the little bit of, I don't even want to call it ageism, because it's really not that. It's just when you're a little bit older, you know, she's 46 here, and you're applying at, you know, maybe some entry level jobs, or maybe jobs where they want somebody fresh out of school. The way it's handled is going to be differently. The LinkedIn, give us your resume online. We don't take things in person here. All that stuff where normally, I mean, you know, I'm, you know, close to Tina's age, and it's like, yeah, back in the days, you might go to like a construction job site, ask for the foreman, shake the guy's hand, ask him if he needs some work. And that might have been how it was done, you know, versus now everything is kind of very sterilized. Everything is online. Send us your resume. We'll file it. The number of times I heard that, like, yeah, you'll file it all right in the trash. So I just loved how Tina was going through this, and the line that hit me, and I don't know how I felt about you guys, but it was like, she's like, I don't need my dream job. I don't need to be inspired. I don't need to change the world. I just got to feed my kid. And that's so true, because I think when you're younger, you think, oh, when I get to wherever, I'm going to change things. I'm going to make the world a better place. I'm going to impact this and that and the other thing. And then, you know, the reality that eventually comes along, it's like, look, you just got to make it through the next day. And like what Mike's character was saying of like, look, we got to get paid today to pay back tomorrow. And it's just a never ending cycle. So I just thought this episode was so brilliant, so relatable. And I would love to hear how it made you folks feel out there, how you were able to relate to Tina's position, because man, there is nothing worse than when you're just trying to grind and find a job.
Or if you're even going through right now, I mean,
yeah,
there's, we've seen, I'll just use tech, 'cause I'm in tech, you know, the tech layoffs everywhere and everything like that, because you can say AI or budgets, or it's kind of a mixed hodgepodge at the end of the day. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy things that happen on a daily basis for folks. So seeing it again, you know, through Tina's eyes and getting the Tina experience, yeah, you're right. Been there before. Yep. I got my associate's degree, and then I got all these interviews. But it's great that you got this, but
bachelor's required, master's preferred.
No, it wasn't even that. It wasn't saying master's required, bachelor's required. We just need experience. Right now, you don't have that. You just have your degree, which is great. That's step one, but you have no experience. So it's like, how do you expect me to get better if you can't even give me a chance? And and I'm applying at your entry level job here. So, you know, it's just interesting on how some of the companies work. And
you want 10 years experience on a product that's only been out for 5.
So been there, you know, where it's like Tina said, I got my hopes up on a lot of stuff, and then it was just like, fuck you.
Right. Like I said, it was the biggest. It was like the biggest thing for her, and this dude couldn't care less. He couldn't even make eye contact, like you were saying, Oak. And the real thing I wanted to hit on quick that I actually wrote down for anybody who's going through this, anybody who's been fired or is worried about losing your job. At least for me personally, I've never been fired from a job and hadn't moved on to something better. It's whether not even, you know, pay, whatever, but it's always been a better situation than what I was in. Every time I've either lost a job, been fired, had to move on, whatever, it's always been better. So if that can be some ray of hope for some of you folks out there, maybe going through what Tina's going through, it seems like, and everybody I've talked to, it always seems to be better when.
And it may take some time, but
yeah.
And that's just the nature of the beast.
I love this episode, dude.
Oh, guys, like I almost got a little emotional at the end because it hit so hard for me. From like the time I was in 6th grade till end of 2016, I had no problems finding jobs. Every need a job? Great. I had an internship my last semester in college.
Yep.
Got hired marketing job. Everybody else was looking for jobs. I went to work on Monday. It wasn't great pay, but I had great benefits, a job. I had my own office. I was like, oh, this is
how it's supposed to be.
Brother opened up a dental office, left, and went and, you know, was the administrator for him. And then I took a really unique opportunity working for Muscular Development Magazine. Dream job. I got to travel all over the world, covering writing about bodybuilding and covering bodybuilding competitions. And then they combined the online editor and contest coverage coordinator, which was my job, and the editor of the magazine. Look, magazines by the end of 2016 were on their way out. The guy who was running the magazine side had been with the company a lot longer than me. And just like that, dream job was gone. And I spent the majority of 2017, a year, looking for jobs. Now, luckily, I had a very good friend who, because of my work in the industry, I was able to get all these emceeing jobs, traveling. And the double-edged sword of the MC jobs.
Doing announcing.
Yeah, announcing at bodybuilding shows. The double-edged sword, though, was I had to fly every place on Friday, right? And I got a lot of these gigs, but I had to fly every Friday. And no job is going to be like, yeah, we're going to hire you on for a full-time job, so you have to have Fridays off. So it was like, well, what am I can either stop doing something I love and have a normal job, or I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. And I don't talk about it a lot, and a lot of people don't know this, and there's nothing wrong with it. But guys, these guys know enough. Guys, I started this. I get some big confession. I started fucking Ubering, and it was the way for me to make extra money and pay my bills and to keep being able to travel. But I kept applying for jobs, and it sucks so fucking bad, guys.
It does.
And my resume was fucked. I went from marketing to a dental office administrator, and I think people looked at that. Oh, your last name is Bay. You work for Bay Dentistry, so your brother basically gave you a job. I don't think people took me seriously with that. Mm-hmm. And then I went from that to, oh, you ran a bodybuilding magazine, so my resume was all over the place.
All over.
And it's so.
So this episode was too real.
It's
too real.
It felt like that, like every just fucking resume after resume after resume, and here 5-10 years experience needed, and it's like, okay, well, I've got 10 years of work experience, just not in this field, and it. Finally, I took a job in 2018. I was just like, I got to get a job somewhere. And I took a job for a company that was a reputable company, great benefits, very mediocre pay, but they started people off with a shitload of vacation. So I was able to continue to travel and do the work that I liked on weekends. Because of the work structure that this company was. They started people off with 4.5 weeks of paid vacation, and you could take a half-hour vacation at the time. So it'd be like, okay, I got to leave this time on Friday. So for this one, I'm only going to take 2 hours of vacation here, and I spread that all over the year. But it's so. This was just before I turned 40. Guys, fuck, this episode hit too hard. It really made me emotional at the end, because when she was there, like, guys, there was times I would just sit and be like, how many fucking jobs am I going to apply for? And a lot of them was like, I'm like Mikey, I'm a people person, right? And I was like, man, if I could just fucking sit down in front of these people and just give me a chance. Just let me sit down with the person who's hiring. I'll say, look, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I can learn. But just let me get this. And it was just over and over and over and over. And to your point, something better, obviously this channel has been a blessing beyond words for myself. And I think the guys will agree with that. But even before the channel, a lot better things came for me. I got some really great job opportunities, was an incredible spot, and things did turn around for me. And they turned around for me because I stuck with what I was doing in the fitness industry. I ended up getting a great offer in the fitness industry that would have not otherwise happened if I didn't stay with that. But a very good friend of mine that helped me get on my feet in 2017 in the industry is the reason I was there. And I know that's a whole fuckload about myself and nothing about the episode, but it's important because this episode was so relatable to me. God, even. It's a grind, and the thing is, and the other thing is, like, this was before I had my son, right? And this was just like, I don't want to sound dramatic, but it was just an emotionally damaging time to get rejected just over and over and over. And now I'm watching this, and you think about, like, now imagine, I can't imagine being in that same situation in where I'm at now, where it's like, okay, now I gotta take care of my kid.
Yeah. Well, and it's such a big deal for you, and it's no big deal for like the folks that were working at like the designer clothing place, the dude that was
because they had the
building.
job, right?
Yeah, because they got the job, and it's just Tuesday for them.
Yeah,
it's no big deal.
So this was so relatable, and I feel like it's got to be for everybody who's been in that situation. And Mason Quinn hit the nail on the head. I don't need to go too much into that. Keep your head up, keep grinding. Things will come your way. Jon Bernthal being in this episode, it's so weird seeing him like this in this capacity, because obviously I know Jon Bernthal is still with us. I love Jon Bernthal. I've had a chance to meet him in person a few times at these Comic-Cons, and the way he treats people is like that's the conversation you get to have with him when you walk up to the table and bullshit with him. And not everybody's like that. So it feels like, he's such a real dude. But it's weird in this because you feel like you're missing Mikey. Does that make sense? Like, obviously I know it's a show. Obviously I know Jon Bernthal is here. But it's so emotional because you see somebody with like that outlook on life and somebody that can sit down and have like that kind of real conversation. And things ended the way they did for him, and it's really sad because what kind of day was he having when he ended it? What were the things that was going through his head? And
kind of goes back to what Carmy said too about Mike, right? Mike, paraphrasing, of course. He put Mikey over with knowing how to relate to a person, make them feel great about themselves, like they were on cloud nine and all that, right?
Yep.
Finally, we get an episode where we're seeing that outside of the family dynamic.
Yeah, he actually does it here. He puts Tina in that good mood.
Yeah, and I thought it was great. That's why I'm saying, like, can we know, look, TV's already been doing it, right? We're here. This was the end point, but you know what? We're going to start working backwards.
Yep.
So why, John and the crew of the Bear and FX, let's maybe, if you're not already talking about it, maybe let's get talking about it. And because just think about the quick here, let's think about the story that they can already deliver. Or maybe I'm just in this, biased state because of Jon Bernthal, because they've done a pretty good job, highlighting some very important events, right? But either way, back to this episode.
Well, I was just going to say the important event that I didn't even, really catch, and maybe they talked about it on other episodes I didn't notice, but when Mikey here is talking about, how his dad ran the business and basically ran it into the ground and left him with a stack of bills, I didn't recall that being brought up, and maybe it was, and I just didn't catch it, but the way I was kind of led to believe.
It was mentioned with Dad with Jimmy.
Okay.
I remember in season 1, and correct me if I'm wrong here, folks, but I thought it was mentioned in season 1 when Richie and Carmy
when they're going over it
at Jimmy's. Remember with the kids? And
yeah, because I always kind of thought
a bad drink.
To me, I always thought like it was Mikey that ran the restaurant and kind of ran it into the ground a little bit. I didn't know that here, again. You can't start from.
I was just gonna say it goes back to
Jimmy said.
Uncle Jimmy's thing.
Yeah.
You can't start at fuck. But yeah, I mean this was such a
and had all those trains and buses not been delayed, had Tina not left when she did, she doesn't get the free sandwich because maybe the dude's already there to get it. I mean, talk about timing.
Well,
we've talked about that in so many movies about the paths you take in life and how timing can affect things, and you're here when you should have been there, but this worked out anyways.
Well, like I said, had I just said, in 2017, like, look, I'm not going to be able to take these MC jobs and hosting these events because I can't get a 9-to-5 and just put that on the back burner and just taking the 9-to-5. Everything that I had coming up in the following years is gone. The one thing I really did like about this episode is how they showed Tina's commitment to her family. I thought they showed the husband being great. But the one thing that felt so like authentic and real here is like a lot of times people like have this like fucked off assumption that people who are struggling just aren't working hard enough. Oh, if you just hustle and grind harder. It's like it's like
straps.
Yeah, and it's like sometimes you see people like lose their houses and lose their living situation, and it's automatically assumed. Look, and there's some people who end up in bad situations because of the decisions that they make, but it's just so often it's just assumed, you just need to work harder, you just need to do this. They show, look, her husband's working a job. He's staying there because he wants that promotion. He's picking up extra shift. Yep. She's been in that place for 15 years. They're just working to provide for their kids, and she's in a shit spot. And it's like, there's so many people struggling, and it's, again, I know there's a lot of people who make their own decisions, and sometimes they're not great, but just because somebody's struggling in a bad spot doesn't mean they're not still working their ass off. And I feel like they really highlighted that here, how hard she was willing to work. And at the end, she's like, I don't need my dream job. I just want to work. And what a cool episode.
Yeah, it was.
Well, and, bravo to all the significant others that are kind of like David, men, women, whatever. because sometimes you need that rock to stay positive, and he was staying positive knowing what their current situation was, because she highlighted it, right? He didn't need to. He just was trying to get her at peace so she can still, go on and do what she needed to do with as much of a clear head as much as possible. Because he understood that she was stressed, and who wouldn't be, right? So Tina was very in the right to, worry, be stressed out about the current situation.
Well,
and I'm glad they highlighted that in here because, again, I don't need my dream job. I just need a job to help provide.
And I like how they highlighted, they were like, remember what it was like when we were in our 20s? So David and Tina knew each other incredibly well. David knew that she was going to do what she had to do. And, he's like, hey, I'm here. I got you. Don't worry. We're going to be fine. I know you'll essentially land on your feet to, take a phrase. But it's like when you with somebody that long and you have that commitment together, like, how they're going to work out. So yeah, I'm with you guys, man. If nothing else, this episode is going to really make you think, and I think every one of us is going to have a Tina type story.
Yeah, and I'm glad again that they took a piece from this, put it in a 3x1, making at least me think when watching 3x1 that was them already working together, and it was not. It was their first time seeing each other, and she didn't even have a job yet with the bear, which I find, or original beef, which is fantastic because, again, was not expecting that. And the way I was trying to connect dots, only to get surprised here. Bravo writing on that. And I hope we keep getting some more surprises with Mikey and seeing how he interacted, especially Richie, because we started off rough with Tina in the first couple episodes, and then she made that turn. Richie started kind of rough, but now seeing what we've seen, just even here.
It explains her loyalty to the way Mikey did things.
Exactly. Her loyalty, but then also looking back on Richie now, how he was prior to Mikey's death, and now after, when we got picked up in season 1 there, seeing how he was versus then, and it's great to see the evolution of all these characters and getting their backstories, because now we can better understand them and relate to them a lot more. So, and when you get dropped in,
right,
like we did, or like you did too, and then you're just like, well, I can't work with Tina. I don't even know if I would spend 5 more minutes with Richie.
You're not with the program?
Look at this, and now look where we are. A beautiful episode. I'm glad we got it with Tina. I'm curious now if we're going to get any more bottle type episodes, even though this wasn't like an official bottle episode, but something like that too, because we've got him on almost every character. So either way, looking forward to seeing what else the Bears are going to throw our way.
Well, the only one way to do it, and that's to get to the next episode. So for Diamond Dave Damone, that's the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. This was Bad Medicine. That was the Bear. What an episode, folks.